Hi, welcome to this episode of Stinky, Nasty, Dirty Jobs, but somebody's got to do it, may as well be you, why pay somebody else? It's a long title, but it's the best one I could come up with at the moment. One of my monthly routines, at least, is to check on some of my rental property. And just recently we've learned that we've had a little sewage backup problem. Now, why pay somebody else to go under the house and check it out when I can do it? But there are certain things one needs before they do that. And you don't want to go under there, at least I don't want to go under there in my normal clothes. So I've brought some coveralls. Actually, it's a snowsuit, but I don't have coveralls. If you have coveralls and you need to crawl under your house, I would recommend that you do put your coveralls on. I don't want to buy any coveralls because I don't want to go under houses often enough to justify having to have coveralls. And the snowsuit works just fine. I've used it for this purpose many, many times. So if you think you might crawl under a crawl space more often than once a month, that's even too often if you ask me, but you might want to invest in some coveralls. Now, another thing I noticed when I looked down in this hole that I'm about to crawl into was that some spiders have made residence in there at a time or two. And I don't like the idea of spider webs in my hair. So I recommend the use of a shower cap for this purpose because they're cheap and they're free and you can throw them away after they get little things on them. And of course it's handy if you can put your hair up first. If you're a girl and you have hair you need to put up. Men might just be okay with the cap, and I couldn't find one of those, so I had to get a shower cap. And my other hats were too big. And this ought to work. So, now, hair's covered. Now, since we've had a little sewage backup problem here, that means that there's sewage residue here and there on the ground in there, and I don't want to touch it. So, any number of gloves will work. These are the kind that beauticians use to put hair dye on women. Maybe doctors too, I don't know, but they work. And you have more hand movement. So I get my gloves. I think I'm about geared up here. A good light's essential. I've got my good light. Well, this isn't my best light, but the others you had to be prepared, and I wasn't prepared for this. I didn't have batteries for the bigger flashlights, but this does work. So, get ready to crawl under this house, show you what you can do yourself. Just get geared up right, find the right equipment, check out the situation before you pay somebody else to tell you what your problem is. Here we go. Now this is the hole I have to go into. There's already plastic on the ground, but as you can see from this angle, there is some moisture right there. I brought some lime that I'm going to spread on that spot. Sort of soak it up. Now there's pipes. It's a really low entrance. I think this is a little better as you get past this pipe there. That's part of the sewage line. I'm going under now. I'm not really looking forward to this. Oh man. Okay, you can hand me the camera. I got a little light on the situation. And if you'll hand me a bag of... Okay, let's see what we got here. Yeah, we've had some backup in here. It's just gross. There's spider webs and everything. Over there I see the drain. Right there at the, yep, So, shoo, nasty. Oh my goodness. Go flush. Let me see what it looks like. It's just gross. That looks like toilet paper floating over there. Oh gosh. If we see any movement in that water, we'll know it's still filling up every time they flush. That's just gross. Go ahead and flush. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh goodness gracious, oh my God. Okay, thank you. I think this might be a dirty job I'm not going to be able to handle all by myself. We may call reinforcements on this one. Well, as I said, underneath the house, that looks like a job for a professional yuck buster, yeah. So that's all this episode of Stinky, Dirty, Nasty Job. Somebody's got to do it. Why pay somebody else? And that's the reason. That's why you pay somebody else.